Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Come Deliverance for me, Veriax, and a not at all creepy Henry. It is 5 AM. We're gonna have a little bit of a sit around and a bit of a read until we're to sit in here until about 8, and then we're going to continue the main quest. These people not have chairs. Oh, I suppose we can go outside for that, can't we? It's not as dark as you might think once you go inside. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here. It's kind of nice, isn't it? We're gonna have a nice little read or something, and then we're gonna continue the main quest by going back into the castle up that way, and handing these papers over that we got from that weird, strange, old Knigget. So, but let's right. Let's see. So let's basic horror riding skills. Yeah, we'll do that one as well. Did that one before until about there. So for 3 hours, you can sit here, have a nice, relaxing morning, reading the book. Comfort 120%. I mean, we're all right for nourishment. We're okay for energy. We are very comfortable. Ready to start the day. Hope you guys are doing well. Watching and joining me on what is bound to be a rip-roaring episode with our mighty steed and sidekick, Pebbles. 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 Camera shot. There we go. Ooh, that was impressive. Okay. So we're off. Up. Yeah. Activity giver. Probably a naughty one. So I'm not going to do it. Yeah, we're going to continue the main quest, see where that goes. You know, we might even get to kill some more Cumans. Because that is one of the many things that is holding us up. We need another suit of armor. Otherwise, we've got nothing to sell, so we're all updated for that. Then we can go and attack that camp that's near Skeletons with our friends, Fritz and Matthew, I believe. Ah, that's too. To put that there. That's just there to knock someone off their horse. If we didn't have that perk, I'd be sprawled on the floor now. Alright, I actually need to go that way anyway, though. Go to this one. The lower castle? The upper castle? One of the castles. I've been to this one for a while though. And find someone that looks important. Okay, you. I'll just make way for you. I'll make way for you. You're welcome. I knew you wouldn't say it. No, after you. Yeah, after you. Yeah, frickin'. It's like the town with the rudest people. Stop singing. Stop having fun. You're supposed to be at work. Stop it.
You!
Yes?
What the hell are you fooling up?
What are you doing here?
Don't know, to be honest with you. Not up here, I just... Oh, it might be here. Bias?
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
Master Fayfire, I need to speak with you. I found out something about the counterfeit coin.
Did you really? Do tell.
Close to Rovna, I came across a wagon that was transporting the false coins. Unfortunately, I came too late. The carter and his men were dead.
Damn and blast. Do you know who did it?
Yes. A certain knight turned up there. It turned out he was also after the forgers.
Well, that is indeed unexpected. Tell me, what did he say?
He told me that the fake money was
I
being
should have
taken
done
to
the
Pascal in
documents.
exchange for gold coins. Then that real money was being brought back to the Bohemian lands.
That would explain why those fakes bear the Passau countermark.
His master is allied with the Passau alderman, and they told him to sort it all out.
I wonder who could be behind it all.
I asked him who his liege was, but he refused to tell me.
We live in such strange times. In days past, knights would vie with each other to see who could extol their liege's name the loudest. And today, they take assumed names, hide their emblems, and sneak around the land like thieves.
I got the impression he was hiding his identity because his master's at odds with Sir Radzig.
That may well be. As a staunch supporter of the king, Sir Radzig has many enemies.
His name is Ulrich. He looked like a knight, but he refused to show his master's colours.
Ulrich, you say? Could be anyone. Can you describe him?
An older man with a moustache. But for all his grey hairs, he seemed pretty tough to me.
Doesn't match anyone I've heard of. But then we don't even know if Ulrich is his real name.
That's true enough.
He gave me these documents to show you. He seemed to think they prove he was telling the truth. They're the records of the interrogations in Passau, and some other things he said you'd understand better than him.
Let me see. We, the aldermen of the city of Passau, interrogation held this day, put to pen by the questor. The place of origin is a monastery in the land of Bohemia. Which certainly confirms my suspicion that something underhand is going on in Sasso. Coin assay report. Copper core coated with amalgam. But this is interesting. Here's an outline description of how the forgeries are made. I'll have to study it more closely. We command Herr Ulrich to investigate and let no man stand in his way. This looks like the original safe conduct. It has the seal of the Passau alderman, but they certainly didn't pen this.
How do you know?
I recognize the hand. It's a Clement of Caplitz, the high scribe of the Rosenbergs.
The Rosenbergs? Who's that?
Yeah.
A rich and powerful family in South Bohemia. Burgrave Henry III is a great rival of our King Wenceslas.
So what does all this mean?
Well, it certainly explains why your knight is so mysterious. Anyway, we should be careful. And we shall begin our investigation. The documents show they use silver amalgam for coating copper fakes. That's a lead we can follow.
What?
Silver amalgam. It's produced from quicksilver and silver.
Well, that doesn't sound like something just anyone can get hold of.
You're quite right. You will go to Sasso at once. Look around the forges in the city. Someone must be working copper for them. I, meanwhile, will take counsel with Sir Radzig and then follow after you.
Where shall we meet?
At the inn on Sasso Market Square. Goodbye.
All right. We have a mission. Hi.
Greetings. What business have you?
Just saying hi. So?
May I be of service, my lord?
Yes, Henry. Chief Engineer Pfeiffer has been asking for someone reliable to assist him.
The chief engineer? Is it about Skalitz?
In a manner of speaking. Master Pfeiffer has, well, evil forebodings. I think he may want to send you to the Skalitz mines.
Can they really be restored?
Everything can be rebuilt with enough will and resources. Well, everything except a man. You'll get the details from Chief Engineer Pfeiffer. For the time being, consider yourself his handyman.
Certainly. Where do I find him? Is he here in the castle?
Where? Now that's a good question.
I have an idea.
He ought to be somewhere at Perkstein unless he's gone off to deal with some problem or other. Look around. You're bound to run into him.
Well, thank you. I'll go and see him straight away.
Good luck, Hal. May the Lord watch
Oh,
over you.
another mission. Yeah, I found him.
Master Pfeiffer, Sir Radzig sent me to you.
Did he? He must think highly of you.
I do the best I can.
That's good, because this is damned important. Silver's our most valuable asset.
How can I help with these, evil forebodings of yours?
Sir Radzig may make light of it, but a large quantity of silver has been discovered hereabouts, and no one is guarding the Skalitz mines, the most likely source.
You really think someone could be stealing the silver from the mines? I would have thought that would be quite a job, wouldn't it?
It certainly would. which is why I'd like you to go and check out not only the mine gallery, but also the yard with the smelter and the waterworks. See what kind of state it's all in, and if anything looks suspicious.
Is that the yard next to the Scallots Mill?
That's the one. I don't know what state it's in now. There used to be a stock of charcoal and smelted silver there.
We were there just like 2 days ago.
Could there really be any left?
I doubt it. I'd be surprised if it was still standing at all.
What about these waterworks? What's there?
A stamping mill and washing troughs. They're on the bend in the river below the castle. You can't miss them. There are big tanks and equipment all around.
Don't know who you're talking to.
You said mine gallery. Just one.
Boy, there's such a maze there that it would take a week to crawl through the place. There's only one gallery I'm interested in, at the foot of the hill by a small fish pond.
Why just that one?
Because I was expecting to find a scene there. All the indications pointed to it. So if anyone is stealing silver, it'll be right there.
Should I be expecting trouble then?
Well, I definitely wouldn't treat the job like a visit to church on Sunday. You could find yourself facing a pack of hungry dogs trailing the army, or a band of brigands.
I see. Well, you and Sir Radza can rely on me. Well, I'd say there's real grounds for your forebodings. I heard from one Scallots miner that someone may have found something there and didn't report it.
I knew it. That bastard Namoy and his cronies. Christ above. I want the lot of them clapped in irons.
The lot of them? How many are there? 12? 2 dozen? How am I to arrest them all?
Yes. You're quite right. It'll be enough to take Nemoy. He's a serpent leading the others on the path of evil.
So I should look in the mine, and if anyone's there and I find Nemoy, I should bring him to you in irons.
Exactly. But proceed with caution. The punishment for stealing the king's silver is burning at the stake. Those people will be capable of anything if cornered, even murder.
Yeah, you don't
That's
have a
all
lot to
clear.
lose, do you?
I'll get going.
If you're in that situation. Right then. We have got a lot to do around the Skeleton region, but I'll tell you what we can do. Yeah, look at all that stuff. The stupid thing is, we were bloody there like 2 or 3 episodes ago. I just had to wander around there because I thought it was interesting, and now we have to go back there. I'm going to see if I can buy some Cuman armor because it just seems like really difficult to
Bread baked just this morning.
run into
Bread.
Cumans these days because I've cleared out all the camps earlier, and now it's like, well, you need some Cuman armor. I'm like, well, I kind of killed them all. So unless we really look
Flour,
out and
egg, salt,
find
yeast.
some
Let it bake
probably honestly by fast travelling,
the whole family.
I'm not going to find another
I
suit.
hope I can
need
be of
another
help to
suit.
you, Knight.
Because all those quests are sort of nicely coming together, which I really like. Let's have a look and see what he's got. Nothing beginning with C, which is a bit of a shame. Don't think he has anything. Well, drat. We don't either. We got a necklace. Shoes. Yeah, which is 600 gold, so that's nothing to be sniffed off, is it really? But, don't know what we're looking for. Okay, basket, we're going to just haggle a little bit, see if we can get that up to 700.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Well, we can try it.
Wait, this way. Next
See
round
now,
figure.
I knew we'd come to an agreement.
I'm happy with that. 1.5 grand though. So, well, we're going to Sasso, aren't we?
Baked goods fresh from the oven.
We're going to
Come
fast travel
on.
to Sasso. The reason I'm fast traveling is not really because I'm lazy, but alright, let's get rid of the quests that are oh, that one just yet. I have to find out who in Sassau works with copper and speak to Ulrich, who is at the end, isn't he? So yeah, let's fast travel there. Let's go there. And hopefully, basically run into some trouble. I didn't save it. A bit on edge because of that. I mean, we've only played for 14 minutes, so if if worst comes to worst, I can just skip through those conversations again. That'd be pretty annoying. There you go. That's this bit. Bit right here. We're gonna get into bother. Okay, yes, we are. Alright. Off your horse straight away. Good idea. This is a Cuman. If there's just one, yes, hold on. Oh, that's an arrow. Okay. Two. Alright, two's a. Might even be. I was really hoping to. Oh, there we go. Brilliant. But now all I've got to do is not screw up. That's basically the plan: is to not screw up. This is perfect. Basically. This is perfect. That was an archer, so that's good. That's good. I'd rather have an archer up there, so I can at least position him. Alright, not like this.
Most véget.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Steady on. Nice. Bloody treat. Okay. Just have to flurry this guy now. The archer's like right there. Hopefully he'll shoot his mate in the back. That'd be handy. Can't see my enemy, so I don't know what he's doing. Yeah. You can't have that much. You'd have thought. Doing right. Still at full health pretty much, so. There we go. Mate, it's just there. There we go. Ah, brilliant. Superb. That was just what I wanted. Alright, now we're just... because this guy definitely has what we're looking for. I.e. this, and this. No, that. Yeah, that's one of three, but we've already got the other two in our Hearthy. So we'll move that to horse. To horse. Horse. Although I think we should just like loot them all. And just be careful not to sell the things that we need. Very careful. Right, we need some hunting arrows, didn't we? And then the other ones were just on the bend of this road. Also check out their weapons as well. Wooden shields that go worth much, is it? Well, I'll check out the weapons if I could find them. I don't think they really had anything, did they? Maybe the main guy, the guy who was pretty tough. Mind you, I can't find him now. There he is. Not him. Get some sort of maul, didn't he? So a hammer? Spiked warhammer. Check it out. So this is slightly damaged. Suppose we could repair it here, can't we? It's worse. Well, it's the same. Okay, it's not. It's just not as good as it. It's just not as good. Right, we'll get rid of it. All right, so let's just check. All right, so let's get rid of that and that, those, that. Okay, so that's us fine. Our horse can carry all that, just about. But let's just check. So if I put these three in my inventory, or those three, along with this, and that, then that's all the armor we need. But I'm over encumbered, so I just don't sell those. So what do we do to continue this quest now? If I can get rid of these, I can sell everything else and sort of put my mind at ease about. So need to go not there. Those are the three optional things. Where are my buddies? Wait, oh no, there. Here. So if I go there, I can just get rid of these Cuman disguises. And then sell everything. Sassau. There's all skeleton stuff to do as well. Wait. So I'm over encumbered. That's okay. I'm going to go. And there's a road there, it just pretty much goes straight to it, so. That's the plan. That is the plan. So good, we've already done more in this episode than we did in the last two. This camp thing. Hi, sorry. Oh, there it is. Okay. So, good. I'm very happy with the way this is going so far. We've got a couple of quests that we didn't have before. We've also completed part of another one that leads up to Skalitz, where a lot of these quests are converging. Not by design either, that just seems to be the way things have kind of happened. So that's going to be fairly interesting to do all these sort of separate quests at the same time. Now, when I'm not sure they're designed to be all done at the same time. But that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Hang on. Obviously, gone the wrong way. Okay. Could always. I don't want to risk selling stuff and you know, selling things that I need to keep. I just don't trust myself right now. I'm gonna hand over the Cuman disguises And they'll say, right, we'll meet you up there at some point. And I'll be like, right, I'll see you there, guys. Yeah. Fun to find out how this all kind of transpires. That was lucky. We needed that. We needed a bit of luck finding those Cumans on the road. And there were a group that we could beat. I think my tactic was pretty sound, running the hell away. Because then we could basically take them one at a time. Oh. I lost the rope. There we are. There it is. Go across here. Yay! 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 Have I? Further than I thought this. Sorry. That. Wait, isn't it? A woodland garden, is that what this is? I'm just going to trample all over it and leave. Right, just up there. Yeah, sorry, Pebbles. Sorry for that. Sorry, I was not paying attention. I was trying to get to our destination. Yeah. I'll have a bit of a drink. Nothing in there, I know, but use your imagination. Alright, let's see how this pans out.
My respects to you.
Hell for me.
Hello, dodgy geezer. There we go. And I can do this one as well.
I've got them. 3 full outfits.
What? Everything?
Good.
The whole bloody lot.
Nice. Yeah, just hand it over like that.
Let's see how you look in it. Lord, watch it. Oh. Is that it? It's a bit...
Ordinary? Are you serious? I got it straight from the fucking Cumans.
Oh, it's not exactly, terrifying, is it?
It's about as frightening as my aunt's speckled hen.
It just don't look much like a Cuman to me.
Have any of you actually seen a Cuman?
What? Do you mean close up?
Don't be daft.
Miramir's described them many times.
Everyone knows Cumans are monstrous. They're barbarians. Pagans.
Whereas you look like a little boy playing at soldiers.
And just who the hell is Miramir?
He's a regular in my tavern. He works as a caravan guard, and he knows what he's talking about. He's been eye to eye with a Cuman, and he's lived to tell the tale. You can ask him yourself.
Look, I killed...
What are they now?
Oh, Henry.
3 of them.
Take that ridiculous thing off before anyone sees you, eh?
Huh. Well, I did it. And then now, let's just see what else it says before we... Yeah, alright then. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at that. So they're now out of our inventory because we are no longer encumbered. So that's that bit done. That was like, you know, hang up for a while, that was. So is this dude around here? Is somewhere. We can ask him for a mission as well. He's in the tavern.
God be with you, Henry.
Are you guys playing? That's you, isn't it? I can tell. Yeah.
Here
The
we
guy
are.
looks slightly different than everybody else. We'll pursue this.
I'm honoured that you should come to me.
Indeed.
They tell me you've seen a lot of Cumans. They say you'd recognise one even in the dark.
I certainly would. Buy me a drink and I'll tell you stories that will make your hair curl.
We'll humour him.
Here you go.
Thanks. What's your name anyway?
That's nothing to you.
Anyway, not long ago, I was escorting a goods caravan all the way from Vienna when all of a sudden a terrible storm came down. Hail, lightning, snow, the works.
Snow. In summer.
Don't interrupt me. Well, where was I? Oh, that's right, the storm.
All right.
We strayed off the path. Couldn't see the ground beneath our feet. And all of a sudden, we heard singing. In the distance, we saw a fire in the clearing with malevolent creatures ranged around it, singing demonic songs.
And these malevolent creatures didn't mind the snow. Wouldn't they have preferred to sing somewhere warm?
Be quiet. Anyway, as if in a trance, we walked towards the fire. And at that moment, we saw them. Were those hideous creatures monsters or demons, you ask? No. They were humans. And a bunch of infants, crying and sniffling.
Oh, so, someone was feeling the cold. I'd have been shivering too. Snow doesn't do me any good, especially in summer.
And those devilish creatures were drinking the blood of babies and fornicating with she-devils. We stood there paralyzed with fear until I alone, managed to break out of the spell. I can tell you, I never ran so fast in my life. I was the only one to escape. Since that time, I've been able to do nothing but sit here. I can't work since that awful shock. I'm probably still under a spell.
Yeah, undoubtedly. Probably a spell of laziness. Listen, Millimere, what you just said is complete and utter bollocks from start to finish.
What the hell would you know about it, peasant?
I'm from fucking Skalitz. I watched those bastards butchering my kith and kin with my own eyes.
You might have said that before. I could have saved the yarn for someone who'd appreciate it.
Where did you hear this nonsense? Who's been spreading all these rumours about how frightening the Cumans look?
Oh, the people from around these parts. Bran, the charcoal burner, told me about them. He lives in the woods near here. Then there's Olener, the wife of the Talmberg fisherman. And young Vashek, a stable boy at the stud farm in Ushitz. He saw them too. See you later.
Right. Well.
I've only got 2 hands.
To the women! God bless them!
I like how his mate had heard that like a million times before, and he was just staring at the wall like, oh, here we go again.
Here, just as you ordered.
Alright, well, this is taking a bit of a tangent, isn't it, that I didn't expect. We've got a bunch of other people to ask stuff now. But I really want to sell my stuff. And we can only do that over at Sasau, really. So I'm thinking about Sasau, but I am also not forgetting to ask this guy for an activity. You thought I would, wouldn't you? Yes, you did. I like how he's got no... Like he's one away his elbows.
Got it for you right here.
I don't know.
How's trade? Any trouble around these parts?
Around here? The ones who've got it worst are them at the Neuhof stud farm. Getting things up and running again without old Smill will be a job and a half. His widow Zora is a fine woman, tough as they come. But, well, she's a woman still.
That's not really telling me anything though, is it?
How's trade? Any...
Nothing we can.
Doesn't matter, we're going to ask him about training, because I want to save my money for River's Limits. Still a thing, obviously. Now I've got a lot of stuff to sell, though. I'm a little less concerned about that. We could, really... so difficult to sell stuff, you know, I mean... This is our town up here, but the nearest place we can sell stuff, really, is here. All the Dechko, he's got... that's a decent amount of money there, isn't there? Yeah, I don't know if that blacksmith's any good. I kind of want to do these quests. Suddenly, everyone, we've got too much to do. Yes. Let's go to Ledechko. I'm going to fast travel there. Want this stuff out of my inventory, so that at least I have the money. If we get into trouble, I'll probably try and avoid it, but no need to think about that. I'm not going to do that log thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you. That is currently the hardest quest that we've got, that log thing. Call it. Wuff, 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 wuff. Sorry, how to say hello to the dog. Hello? Did we get the Queen of Sheba thing off you? I did. Okay. Oh, hang on a minute. Alright, you got, yeah, 1 point. No, you've got 4 freaking hundred. 400. Dag nabbit. Thought you were richer than that. Oops. Alright, well, won't bother. I'll tell you what, we'll just go straight over to Sassau then. Not worth my time. We should sell something for that's worth 400, shouldn't we, really? If there actually is anything. Yeah, there is. Alright, let's move that to inventory. Both there, actually, that'll work pretty well, I reckon. Maybe we can get some repairs as well. Let's do that first. Okay, yeah, that's gonna work actually. Yeah, just close it. No, he's got a bit more money. Maybe I'll sell like that as well. And do you need any help? Do you need any help? Yeah, now he's got a bit more. So that. Both these? Terrible deal this, isn't it? But it gets stuff out of my iron inventory, so I'm going to try and haggle that up, I think.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Alright, sir.
Agree?
Quite a big increase,
Close. Drop the price a bit more and we'll shake on it. Aye, that would do it.
Alright, so we made about 300 there. We did get some repairs, which is good. And
that was easy. He was talking utter nonsense.
Everyone believed him, though, until you put him in his place.
Is something troubling you?
I wouldn't say it's troubling me exactly, my boy, but I've heard talk about the Sasso blacksmith and I'm losing sleep over.
Just going over there.
What might that be?
They say they've heard him chanting when he tempers steel, and that nothing of his ever breaks.
Ooh, witchcraft.
Using spells to strengthen steel. That sounds like old wives' tales to me.
That's what they say. They say he was always muttering something, and if anyone catches him at it, he stops at once and gives them dirty looks.
Maybe he's just praying.
Or singing or
well,
something?
He's getting help of some sort, whether it's prayers or something less holy.
And how could I help with that?
Simple enough. Go there and find out if there's any grain of truth in it.
I suppose asking costs nothing.
Just don't ask him outright about any sorcery.
Don't worry, I'm not that daft.
Hello,
Good,
sir.
Good. And don't worry. You won't be the poorer for it. Once you find out what's what, I'll find a way to recompense you.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
There's money in all
I'll
this
go
as
and
well.
see if there's anything to the stories.
Good. But be subtle about it.
Oh, don't you worry.
Don't go embarrassing yourself. Or me.
Don't you worry.
Bye.
It's fine. Yeah, because as well as like fleshing out the world and giving us more to do, there is of course reward in all these side quests that we're going to pick up. Ooh. Yes, that way. Again, quests converging on a certain place. I like it. Yeah, so we'll forget about the whole wives' tale about Cumans for a little bit. Because we're probably going to have to go to Privis Levitts before we go to Skelets anyway. So that's kind of like working its way north. But yeah, we don't take his badge and say, do you use witchcraft on your when you're forging, sir? Of course it isn't, because you know witchcraft is, as you and I know, dear viewer, does not exist. Yes. Let's get rid of this marker. It's slightly distracting.
Yeah.
What's going on down there? They don't have to be hostile, do they? Hello. Well, they're not hostile. Or are they? Okay.
Tired of life, are you?
Oh boy.
Not a good move.
Oh.
Oh. He's got an axe, so let's not. His buddy's coming along, but. Ah, fighting in the washing. Bad dog. Sorry. Well, you know, I just thought I'd stop for a bit of. Oh, I get lost. I know. Can't be right. Impossible. Get lost. Stop for a bit of food. Nom 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 nom. Must have needed that because we're not a pig. Poison the wine. No need. Why poison the wine when you can just bludgeon them to death? That's what I say. Grab those. That's enough hunting arrows for a while now, I think. I like how they weren't paying attention at all. Actually got to the point where I was thinking they might actually not be hostile. We are really close to our carrying limit. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Either, I guess. What's he going to have on him? Like 15 groschen or something. Alright, we'll leave it. There's a good deed done. Very unsubtle bandit camp though, isn't it? Really, that's... obviously didn't expect anyone to come by, which is weird, because it's... Oh look, boar! Haha! Anyway. It's getting late. Places might be closed by the time we get there. We've been in 2 fights and haven't taken a hit, or at least a very minor little hit to our health. Because when I say hit, I mean like a hit that actually hurts. You know, we've had blows bounce off our armor, but that's what our armor's for. So, pretty pleased with that. Of course, the bandits weren't really much of a threat. But even so, definitely a profit in that fight. A small profit, but a profit. I was hoping to get a few shots off with the bow, but you know, they decided to not be very awake. Bill, isn't it? One of those dastardly millers, yes. Seems to be, yeah, I was going to go like that way, but of course we've got to go all the way around here, don't we? Just how it works. Wait, that way? Yeah. We start going away. Yeah, this road network needs a bit of work, you know, I was thinking that. It's all a bit haphazard, you know, a lot of it's probably based on sheep trails and such. You alone? He's certainly not alone. Oh, bollocks. Oh god. Alright, hang on. Here we go again with the whole... Oh god, you know what? I'm gonna try and get away. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. I thought it was just one of them. That was a big mistake. And here we are again with the whole surrounded and can't actually do anything. Don't do this to me, game. Let me get it. Oh, no. Maybe there's a save somewhere. Maybe the game's going to take pity on me. And, okay, it did. It did. Right then. Well, lesson there. That was a bit overconfident of me because I was on a high, as you know. I was on a high. But there was an autosave when I got that mission. So yeah. Phew. Alright, we'll fast travel there. So that was basically lucky, that was. That was just plain old lucky. And the game saved at that point. Because I haven't drunk any saviour schnapps. Of course, you know, it's my doing as well, because if I hadn't remembered to ask for the quest, we wouldn't have got that save. So really, it was me, but yeah. I was a bit of worry that, because if we'd have woken up staring at Teresa when she was asleep, I'd have been somewhat annoyed, let's say. That would have put a dampener on my day, that's for sure. So we have specific interest here in the Blacksmiths. So there's Ulrich. And it's just in here. There's a armor here. Mostly right now, I just want to sell stuff. Before I start accusing people of witchcraft and plots against the crown, I would want to do business with them. And then we can talk about setting them. No, don't steal. Yeah, I almost pressed that. Hey.
God save. What can I do for you?
Just trading. Trade is wealth. 4.2. I want to see. Alright. Pebbles. Very much. All this stuff. Might do that as well, mightn't he? You have mushroom? Anyone? No? Weird thing to see there. Sell all this rubbish. Food in the hat. Alright. So that's kind of it, isn't it? Doing that. We're going to haggle, obviously.
Can we do something about the price?
Alright, so...
Yeah, it's effectively 1.5 grand. We can actually try and make it 1.5 grand and see what he says.
Since it's you.
Doing him a favour.
A nice sum. Just lower your demands a little and we'll agree. Aye, for that amount I can be persuaded.
Actually, we don't have anything else to sell, do we? So I might as well start accusing him of stuff. Just one more thing. Just one more thing. At Columbo.
What can you tell me about the blacksmiths here in Sasau?
Depends which ones you mean. In the town there's Mikesh. He's a decent man and an honest craftsman. And in the yard by the monastery there's Zach. But there's not many good words I can say about him.
Tell me something about Mikesh.
Like I said, he's an honest craftsman. Which isn't something you can say about every blacksmith in town.
What about the monastery blacksmith, Zach?
Well, him and me don't exactly see eye to eye. He wanted to buy my business, but I turned him down. Ever since then, he hasn't had a good word to say about me.
That will be all. Thank you. Do you make anything out of copper, Master?
I do a bit of Damascene decor sometimes. Why do you ask?
Oh, no
I'm
reason.
looking for someone who could do me some copper sheets.
Well, that's pretty rough and ready work. I wouldn't waste my time with it. But go and ask Zach from the craftsman's yard by the monastery. He's bought up all the copper to be had around here anyway.
Has he indeed? Interesting.
You'll not find better meat anywhere. Vegetables, fruit, apples, cucumbers, onions. Come get them.
Now we're going to have to be subtle this next one. We're going to have to be subtle. And sly. Bit of sophistication maybe. I need to find the shop first. That is not it. Oh, here. He's singing to himself.
The sun may burn, the sun may shine, now, for the last time.
Witchcraft!
He hides behind a cloud.
So he sings as he makes his weapons, therefore he must be a sorcerer. I get that.
I'm glad to see you.
Thanks very much. I say you cast spells. Yeah.
I'm looking for pieces of a sword, though.
I would. Of course I would.
Oops.
Well?
It's a load of tripe. Only a fool would have given that trickster a single groschen, and I'm no fool. How about you?
But if he lied about that sort of stuff, it would be a terrible sin.
Don't be so gullible, lad. That bastard never saw the Holy Land. Unless it was in a fresco.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the Sasau Blacksmiths?
There's too many of us, I'll tell you that for free. This is only a small town. There's Zach, who has the forge in the craftsman's yard and mostly works on the construction of the church. And then, apart from me, there's Master Armourer Otter of Ramstein.
Tell me more about Zach.
Don't have much time for him myself. He knows his craft, no question. But he seems to think his son, Vitus, will be a master armourer in Prague one day.
My father was a blacksmith, and I expect he thought much the same about me. That's how fathers are, isn't it?
Of course, any man should be proud of his boy. But Zach makes pride a sin. That's why he's at loggerheads with Master Otter.
Can you tell me something about Master Otter?
Well now, there's a master to look up to. He's worked for the lords of Kunstadt and for the richest townsfolk of Prague.
If you don't mind my asking, what brings him here?
The same as draws all reasonable people. He's enjoying the peace and quiet. Or rather, he used to enjoy some peace. That dispute with Zach must have put a few more wrinkles on his brow.
What are Zach and Master Otter arguing about?
Zach had his boy Vitus trained as an armourer in Kuttenberg, and he wanted to buy out Otter's place for him. Except that Otter's a proud man. How would it have looked? A master armourer giving way to a young whippersnapper who's barely let go of his mother's skirts? And they've been arguing ever since. Well, Zach mostly. He badmouths Otter every chance he gets. He claims that he's only fit for mending pots and that his son will see him off.
Interesting. So now we want to get one of these guys to Privoslavitz.
That will be all. Thank you.
Well, not quite. They say that you get though.
Do you ever work with copper here?
No, and even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Zach from the monastery craftsman's yard has bought out all the copper.
Yes, indeed. All right.
They say you're the best blacksmith in the whole region. That metal you've tempered never breaks.
Ha! Nothing but old wives' tales. Of course some of my pieces have broken, but only ever here, at the smithy.
No one's ever returned anything for you to rework, though, have they?
Not that I recall, but I can't remember everything.
I understand. I remember Father always heated up the iron until it was bright red, just starting to turn bright yellow. The furnace hummed gently and glowed, and then the water hissed. There was sweat on our foreheads too.
Fine words, and no mistake. I do it a little differently. I heat until the metal is 2-3 shades short of bright yellow. I ease up on the bellows, and after a Lord's Prayer and a Hail Mary, off it goes into the water.
Yeah.
It's strange to think that I'll never help him out with it again. Our forge will stay burned out forever, unless I go back to the trade myself.
It would be a shame not to, lad. Working iron is a worthwhile thing. Godly. It makes life easier for folk. And, let's be honest, you can make a decent living doing it.
Thank you. It was good to remember how my life used to be.
Maybe you'll have the good fortune to return to your trade.
I'd like to ask you about the tempering process.
And I'd say I've nothing much to tell you. You just need an eye for it and a furnace.
Let's stop talking about tempering.
Well, we didn't start, did we?
And when you quench, there's nothing special you do?
Well, that depends. I heat it up again after that, but not so it starts to glow. I just hold it like this at the edge of the furnace for a while and then quench it again.
You quench twice?
Yes, although there's less quenching needed the second time. It doesn't get quite so hot.
And how does that help?
I don't rightly know. I found out about it by chance. I got caught short, needed to piss so bad I left the rod resting by the furnace by mistake. That's how I found out if you quench twice, it doesn't break as easily. No idea why, but I've tried it enough times to know it works.
The great word is quench, isn't it? Okay.
See you later.
You completed that quest then. I like Mikesh, he's a good man.
My humble greetings. How may I help you?
I don't know. We've kind of done this, so haven't we?
Why is the blacksmith muttering nonsense to himself? Has he been in the sun too long?
Oh, that's nothing. Just a silly little rhyme for his work, to time it right.
Oh, I see. I thought he was delirious.
That's clever.
No, he's like that all the time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I could tell him that. But the timing of, you know, so you put it into the forge for these 2 verses, and then you... that's kind of cool. I like that. Right then, we're going to have to end it at that point, I'm afraid, everybody, but... That was good. That was a good episode. We had a bit of a scare because we died. Next time, well, you know, we're okay. Next time we'll speak to Ulrich. We'll go and see the guy up here, Zach, this quest giver as well. Have to go back there. Have to go on these. Probably have to go up there, and probably have to go here as well. So suddenly, lots to do. Marvelous. Right, I shall see you next time, everybody. Thank you very much for watching.